So we have a 3-game week on our hands. A nationally televised game against the Chicago Bulls. First, then the Jazz with no Jaylen Brown. I think another injury. And the Warriors on Sunday. So let's see how that goes. Getting into it, CJ McCollum pulled right calf muscle out for 6 to 8 weeks. They were just trying to figure things out at that point. 4-7. Unfortunate. Karl Anthony Towns injured again, bruised right hip. 3-7. Anthony Edwards is going to be out on his lonesome again, going crazy, at least for the next week or so. Jabari Smith on the Washington Wizards. They just got Dame Lillard. Just had a trade. Just had him starting. And he gets a sprained left toe, and he's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Womp womp. But the Wizards did pretty good. Dame Lillard. Dosunmu, 30 points. Jalen Brunson, Kuzma. I mean, these guys are looking pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Patrick Williams was a 5-star recruit out of high school. Now, scoring came easily for him, but he chose Florida State to learn how to play defense. He said, offense will take care of itself. It takes somebody special to sit down on defense. Stops are what win the game. And Kevin, that two-way game saw him taken 4th in the 2020 draft.
Yeah, I love his game. That was a good report. Thank you. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Williams is out there with Vucevic, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Rockets, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Porter, and it's Tate in a power forward position. Well, we've seen a lot of workload adjustments for the top players in the past few years, Clark, especially when it's this early in the season.
Yeah, and that's probably a smart thing to do, Kevin. I really wish the league would cut back on the number of games, period. I know that's toothpaste that's already out of the tube, but I really believe if you cut 10, 12 games off the regular season, it would be great for everybody. Can't do it. It is a long season, so whenever you can.
All right, let's get into it. I've been going crazy for the past 5 games. The Bulls are 7-2. We're 7-3. East Coast versus West Coast. You know what I'm saying? We're not necessarily counterparts because the sum of their parts is much more talented than ours. But record-wise, we're in the same place, in the same position. And we're just looking to prove ourselves. There I go hitting a 3, such a feat. Yeah, man, we're just looking to prove ourselves against an elite team like the Bulls. They went pretty far in the playoffs last year. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's hard to go against Zach LaVine, man. he just jumps over whoever is in front of him. It don't matter who.
Last touch by Ball.
You know, they got Alex Caruso coming off the bench still. They still have their core from last year. I don't think they blew anything up. They really didn't need to. I mean, right now they're 7-2, and they pretty much did the same thing in the playoffs last year.
Pretty dreadful, 22%.
So they're just retooling. They just retooled, basically. Open lane. Bang! What you talking about?
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap. Just a remarkable gem. These fans.
You know what I'm saying? You get an open lane a lot more nowadays. in this new way of playing basketball. So
And again, no good by Chicago.
gotta take advantage when you can. It's 7-6. We're looking pretty good. Got Kevin Porter Jr. starting. They haven't really
Houston
done
moving it around.
as much as I would
Here's
like them
Horton
to
Tucker. They get it back.
in the past
And Tate
couple games.
gets it to go.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Porter with the steal.
Yeah, a little bit of defense.
Inside. Rebound
Maybe
by
I should have threw
Vucevic.
the oop.
Vucevic has
I was a
got
little
rebound
reluctant
number
on throwing
5
the
here
oop
tonight.
just because maybe he could have blocked it. But look at 2K getting the points back.
Lineup here for
Thank you,
Houston.
2K.
And then for Houston. And here is Tate. Back to Johnson. Outside, Green. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Oh, shit.
DiVincenzo against Green.
Yeah,
Vucevic
so
down low. There's
Vucevic.
the pass to Caruso. The shot's good on the assist
man.
by Vucevic.
And that's how they start to pull out, you know. But Vucevic, he's
last year checking in at 28 points per game. 5 assists,
he's big enough
and 5 rebounds.
to
Well, you know that he
have
can
us
put
have
points up
problems
a hurry, and he
in the
leads his
paint.
team in scoring.
Garuba's good and all, but
sense
he's
of how
only
to keep
6'9"
their
on
offense
220.
going and being
He's
productive. If
more
somebody
of a
else is
pick and
having an
roll
off
guy.
night,
He's
then he
not
kinda steps
necessarily
in and
that
fills the gap.
defensive anchor in the
Garuba.
paint.
Still looking for his first bucket in this
You know,
one.
as you could tell from other games before, we really don't have nobody in the
Porter.
paint that's
Levine
going to
trying to free himself up.
be
And
that
Tate
rim protector.
gets it to go.
Shots.
So it's just all about offense for us.
Dishes it to
What's
Levine.
the Houston Rockets have been about offense for a very long
And the
time.
rebound goes to the Rockets.
So
Johnson's got
that's
his
nothing
fourth
new
rebound with
for the
that last one
culture.
here tonight. Porter. Here's
it's just we
Garuba.
have to
Can't
really
get it to fall.
play the offense well
Chicago leading by 7.
and make up for our lack of size in the
Here's
paint.
Levine. Johnson with the block.
Down the transition.
Drive.
Ah,
That ball is in the
let's
basket.
go.
Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
And
Hit him with a little
they're
hezzy.
on their heels every time
then
the
a
ball
left-handed
comes
layup.
inside.
You
I think
know,
they got to ramp up.
As if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes.
We're still in the
I feel
game
like
at the
I'm
same
settling.
time or not.
Whereas I think anytime I drive,
Like,
I'm going to score.
we're just trying to
and
keep
get fouled.
up, basically,
Kevin, different
because there's
strokes,
too many people to
different
keep up
folks.
with. You got
Yeah, but DA, I love
Lamar,
that stretch.
Zach,
Thanks for that story.
Vucevic,
Now here's
Lonzo
Williams.
sometimes.
No points in the
Dang.
game yet for him. Ball, the pass to Williams. Knocked loose.
Look at that perfect defense.
Oh, and here
Look
comes
at that.
Johnson.
Let's go.
Rudin.
Oh my, the baby
Forget
shit.
about going for the
Let's
long-range
go.
bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to
Little windmill for your troubles, you know.
Has to be better. I mean,
Bringing it
you can't
around
give up that
town.
look.
Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Suns.
what a duel that was.
I mean, our
Exciting
defense is keeping us in the
all way to
game.
the end. Really a shame someone
You know,
had
they
to walk
scored-
away with an L.
I tell you, it's too
But
bad.
we
one
scored
of them had the
118
losers. I thought both teams
the
were
last
evenly
game.
matched in that game.
So that was a pretty high scoring game, I would say. But the team was pretty talented.
Here's DeRozan. No good.
It's
Shot
just
missing. The
when it
Rockets
comes
go
to a
the
team
other way
like
with it.
this,
Looking ahead,
we
they've
can
got the
sort of
Jazz coming into
pinpoint
town
a
for the
little
next
bit
game,
more.
And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Second in
Just
field goal percentage. Fourth and fewest turnovers
how they
per
play,
game.
I guess.
And they were in the top 10 in terms of free throw percentage.
So
Very
instead of
consistent
it being
from the
a high
stripe.
scoring game like
Asset.
us
And
against
their
the
field goal
Suns
percentage
last
speaks to what a
game,
patient team
or
they
last
were
week,
last season. Good shot selection was
it's
certainly
more
the key
so
to their
of
system.
we
Now,
know
here's
how
Ball.
to
He had 25
contain
points
this
last
wildfire that is the
Biombo in
Chicago
the post.
Bulls.
It's tipped.
And it's sort of a plan,
Now
sort of a
Tate.
game plan that you're seeing play out
Johnson, the pass to
in our
Tate.
favor, even though it's not because we're not winning.
Houston moving the ball
But this
around.
could be a lot worse for us.
Find the
So
shoot.
there's no such thing as moral victories, and the game
Here's
isn't over yet.
Tucker. Up and in on the
But
way.
we feel pretty confident
Tucker's
still,
got
even
his
though we're
second
down,
basket of the
just
night.
because
And guys, they continue to put
the,
a lot of pressure on the interior.
basically just how well we're
Kicks it
playing
out to
defense.
Johnson.
I'm not gonna lie, Kevin Porter had a pretty good game last
Basket
time.
good. Johnson's got 13. For two, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Zach LaVine making things happen for Chicago. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks, Nick. What got you guys going in the first half?
It was just we played aggressive and try to be present in there. Everybody, not just me, but all the guys. And that's what we need to do, you know. When we start the game off right, then we can build a pretty nice lead like tonight we did.
Obviously, it's how you finish, not how you start. Thanks, Nick. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. Books. And the NBA shifting the rules. We're seeing records.
You know what I mean? We go from Jalen Green, Kevin Porter, Jalen Green, Kevin Porter. And it's not even just them. You know what I'm saying? It's really the whole team.
Where the offense does have the upper
Goes
hand. That's
from
always been the case, but
Garuba
it's tilted
to
more so
Sengun
that way. But I think it's good for the game.
Taylor Horton
Basketball is a
Jr.
contact game, but
Taylor
it's not a
Horton
wrestling
Tucker
game.
to Kevin
I
Martin
don't have a
Jr.
problem with the way the
to
game is
Jayshawn
officiated
Tate to
as it
like
is right now.
well, really, Jayshawn Tate's usually
And
a
presented
star.
by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled
I don't know.
up
We just
now
have a
before we
rotating
start the third.
lineup.
So
Period.
for Chicago right now.
Look at that and one.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Outside.
Yeah, you just never really know.
And again, no
I
good
mean,
by
shout out to
Chicago.
our coach
They
for
start
trying to
the
figure
second
out
half with
who's
3 straight misses.
really on it for the game in the time being
And he hits it to tie the game
and
up.
who's not, because
Garuba's got 6.
it's got to be
Makes
hard
3 in a row to start the second
trying to
half.
figure out the lineup every single game, because it's different.
Looking to get it going. And
Oh my gosh.
Boy, if you let LaVine get inside,
See what I gotta deal with, fam?
You deserve to get punched.
This man is no slouch. Look, bro, that's our power forward right there, getting yammed on.
Strength, making a big impact.
Johnson, that's for 2. The Rockets with another miss.
Look how
Bulls
close it
have
is,
gone
though.
2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
We're doing something right.
There's LaVine, and the shot is long.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating
Beautiful
there. I mean,
read.
with the defense not hustling, and he still misses.
Now we just
Boy,
gotta
he
get
wishes
into
he
the
had that one back.
motions.
Here's Horton
Oh
Tucker.
my God.
DeRozan defending.
Gotta reset, kick it back out.
Vucevic against
Oh, yeah.
Johnson, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Johnson with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need.
That's what happens when
in
you
a game
reset.
this close.
You know, that's the kind
Good
of
things
production
happen.
they want from their fully NBA's top
I'm wearing the
shooting
Cobra
teams
One
from a
loves,
season ago.
just
The Bulls in
because.
second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean,
These
they
are
weren't
last
the best
season
in the league,
stats.
but, man, they
Those
were
are
right
real.
there.
Houston
Those are
trails
not
by
just
8.
simulated.
Outside Green. They get a
That's
hand
really
on it.
how last year went.
Shengun passes to
The
Johnson.
Bulls are doing pretty good. No wonder they did pretty well in the playoffs.
6.
Now, that was simulated, but
To the wing right side. With the
ooh,
fadeaway.
what a move!
And then Johnson
Ah, even better.
Nothing soft
I
about
honestly
No,
believed
he'll
he
get a
might have
chance
made
at the
that,
line.
but I crashed just in case.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First free throw is good. Houston making some changes. Both teams will make substitutions.
It's cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
All right, what we doing for 3, baby?
Time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And that's now 24 points.
I mean, I
for
get
Johnson.
subbed out, and look what happens, man.
Ball, the pass to
We're down by
LaVine.
double digits, just like that.
Uses the
Zach
glass to
LaVine
finish
is
the
not
layup.
taking his foot
LaVine's
off
got
the
13
gas.
points here in the second half alone.
Man got
Levine is
27.
6'5", but he plays much bigger than that with that outstanding.
Oh yeah, there it is.
leaping ability.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Boy.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And you know that's exactly the finish there.
Now,
Zersky.
here's ball. He dishes it to DeRozan. It's stolen. Here's Johnson.
Ah,
The lead is
here we
down
go.
inside single digits.
Little double clutch.
Johnson's got 6 points in the
Get
quarter.
us back in the game.
Ball with it.
Beautiful defense. Beautiful defense. That is how we stuck in the game right there. Bang.
Got that one up.
Come on, man.
And that's 31 points for Johnson.
The adjustments they've made are
We working hard over here.
putting guys in a position now to succeed. An all-out battle. And you just hope
So are they.
are
Y'all just don't
rested
see it.
And able to execute their game
I'm not
plan,
giving y'all the
as
highlights.
It's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now here's Porter. Zach Levine.
But you get a
unable to get
gist.
his
Shit.
last shot to
Zach
go.
Levine dunking all
You
over
can
us.
see his struggles from the field. And I
Vucevic
think
getting
it's really
rebounds.
starting
DeMar
to get
DeRozan doing whatever he wants.
The rebound by Johnson.
Lonzo
Johnson's
Ball
got
making
rebound
plays.
number 15 here
You
tonight.
see it?
And they get it back.
Damn, I got that
Another
rebound. Like,
opportunity.
that's
Everything's
crazy.
going right for these guys.
Tries again.
Ah, come on.
Garuba the pass to Johnson.
2K knows
Tries it
damn
again.
well. That's
Nice
okay.
touch on the bank shot.
That is
Johnson's got
A-okay.
37.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Now here's Levine. And Levine
Oh,
throws
wow.
it down.
See what I'm saying?
Chance. When he's had it
Like, do
open,
you see?
he's taken it.
If he could only contribute
get
like
the
this
gist?
for them every night, you can't overstate how much better
Zach
it makes this team
Levine.
when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. And let's
Blowing
catch up with
past
our
everyone on our
sideline
team.
David Aldridge.
Rising up in the
Former
paint
Rockets coach
and
had some
dunking.
words for his team during the timeout. He said,
That's pretty
"Hey,
much
we're
what
still
the
in
Bulls
this
game
thing."
The monster
is,
dunk
looks
to
like.
finish it off.
Boy,
All
picture perfect teamwork that time, guys.
Just
One
basically
guy
me explaining that
sacrificing for the
sequence
other. That's how
of
you
Zach
succeed
Levine
in
blow
this league.
past,
Nothing seems
rise
to be
up,
going
dunk.
his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his
There's nothing you
composure.
can really do about that.
We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
I mean, we're
Major
fighting back.
dominance, and it
It's a little
comes so
bit
easily for him.
too little, too
Fantastic
late.
at getting to his spots on the floor.
Ball. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So the Bulls win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.
That boy Zach was taking off 42, 16, 7 with one turnover. 18 for 30, 3-point overs. 3 3-pointers, 3 free throws. Kevin Porter Jr. with 5 for 20, bro. Like, Jalen Green 1 for 5, 1 for 4. He just didn't do much. We depended on Kevin, and Kevin really didn't do it for us. I wonder if Jalen Green will start next game. Zach Levine had 38, 16 for 37, had 7 more shots than me, still had less points. Had 3 more 3-pointers than me, still had the same amount of 3-pointers made. DeRozan, I mean, pretty much everyone just stepped back and let Zach just take over the game. And that's exactly what he did. 0 turnovers too. So yeah, it's a pretty clean game for him.
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Brian, you could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play. Ricky Rubio said that 80% of the credit should go to the finisher. LeBron James said, quote, the worst passes often lead to the best finishes. And Lonzo Ball said, when you have someone you trust to catch it, you can pretty much throw it wherever.
Well, yeah, he's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. So here are the Jazz starting 5. Mitchell and Bogdanovich fill the wings. Hassan Whiteside is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Houston, they've got Johnson. Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Garuba in at the center position.
All right, so you got the Utah Jazz. They don't have Jaylen Brown. Thank God. Hassan Whiteside is starting at the 5 for them. We still have Kevin Porter Jr. starting at the 2, even though he went 5 for 20 last game. Terrible stat line, but whatever.
Here's Johnson bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Working hard for the money.
Here's Whiteside.
Real shit, man. So I wasn't really sure how Utah would be coming into this game.
Johnson against Conley.
Jaylen Brown, you don't have him, but at the same time, they're still solid. They still have won games since. Let's go, Kevin. That's how you started off. But yeah, man, you just never really know. Shooting free throws like a mug. I ain't missed one yet. All right, so.
Whiteside with it.
Yeah, man, this team.
So far offensively, searching for his first
I feel like if this team was a little bit hotter, they'd be scarier.
Sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in,
but they're just missing
the Rockets have gone 6 of 9
some components that may come back later in the season.
Pass to Porter.
We're playing an early version of the Utah Jazz. You never know what a trade will do, what an injury will do,
just 5 on the clock.
Any of this stuff. You never know.
Here's Tate. Always a nice way to start.
Jayshawn Tate.
That's his first personal. They'll pin that one on Marcus.
Yo, Kevin Porter, he's making up for last game, and I'm loving it. Subbing me out. We up by 15. Now we up by 20. Boom.
And here in the second, 2 minutes.
That's what I'm talking about.
In the backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gay out there with Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Whiteside in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
How about the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell? 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Green for 3. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, yeah, Jalen Green making. Bro, I love it. I love it.
Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at the Rockets, Kenny, give us your tip.
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the score.
And Shaq, how do you think the Jazz were playing?
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They're going to compete consistently. I like to see them mix it up in the second half.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after
52-58 in the third. The Utah Jazz found a way to come back a little bit. They're usually known for their defense, famously for Rudy Gobert. But since adding Hassan Whiteside and just retooling a little bit, they have kept their defensive prowess and are still top 10 in opponent field goal percentage and opponent points.
Johnson, and no good, trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Houston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. He's now 5 for 8.
And trying to put the game away. He's
Getting back into the double digits, though, not quite 20 points. But fourth quarter, up by 13, not bad.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not
As of week A, a rookie getting his shit off. Look at that.
Johnson with it, guarded now by Smart. And the basket is good. He got it to
give me that.
So a free throw coming. Buki. And it's Martin with the rebound. Martin's got 4 rebounds now. Outside for Porter. Here's Martin. Back to Porter. Shot clock at 6. From deep, Johnson.
There it is.
Makes out of 15 shots.
Come on, fam.
And it's fantastic. Houston's ball. A big stretch here going. 10-2. The turnaround jumper. Misses off the left iron.
I mean, it looked good.
Trying to find
You
a spark
can't
here.
lie. It
Yes,
looks
indeed.
good.
A rough stretch offensively.
But we're up by 19, bruh.
Here's Bogdanovich.
This is more
It's
than
not
over.
going to go for him. And Houston will come the other way. Here's Tate. The putback.
Motherfucker. Sengun with the rebound. Slide pass. Is it Buike? Box me out, buddy. Rookie mistake.
Here's Johnson. Deflected.
Ooh, speaking of rookie mistakes, Bogdanovich being a veteran. We breached 100, y'all.
Back to Conley. Takes a 3. That one no good. And Houston will come the other way.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Right side Johnson.
Yeah, man. 2 hands for safety.
They have mentality. Even with the game.
Hey, I didn't even get 30 points yet.
Textbook example of playing the possession and
Will
not the
he get
score.
30?
This team is doing a
Who
great job continuing to execute.
Now here's Mitchell from deep. Conley.
Beautiful defense.
Garuba with a rebound.
After the
We played beautiful defense all game. Oh yeah, I'm getting 30.
a no-show right here.
Johnson with a bucket.
Come on, guy.
That man
You know
is
I'm pulling up on the
laser-focused.
transition.
That's bad defense
My
for a
shit.
team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Now here's Mitchell. Over Green. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Here's Johnson. On target from about 13 feet.
I'm out here still
They're
scoring.
still going to
What
come
do you
up
mean?
short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Johnson with it. And so they get the victory here at home. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
So, Rudy Gay, top scorer, Donovan Mitchell at 6 for 20. Terrible game. He had a Kevin Porter game. Nobody scored over 20 on their team. That's what you call defense. 24 shot attempts, 36 points, 2 turnovers, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Not bad. Bam Adebayo got injured after our game. Bruised right hip, 2 to 4 weeks. That's going to really take a hit. Cam Reddish. The Knicks have been struggling. This is the first out. The first guy who leaves the Knicks after the coach got fired. Tom Thibodeau. Now he's over on the Bucks. Shout out to him. Then got another game. High scoring one, overtime. Lillard, Brunson, and Dosunmu. The three-headed monster. Watch out for them.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell Westbrook has passed the great Oscar Robertson for first overall in career triple-doubles. Westbrook says, "I just do what you need to do in order to win. My job is to do everything. That's what I do night in and night out, and nobody else does it the same. Simple as that. Kevin, nobody calls a game like you."
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Rockets. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Golden State Warriors, a game and a half out.
And, guys, for the Warriors, they haven't attracted any serious attention here in the early season. It's been the kind of average start that most had predicted.
And after talking to some of the coaches and the players, they're not happy that they couldn't start off on a little bit more of a roll. But I think they're in fine shape with the bulk of the season still to come.
Now, Golden State's starting 5. And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Kuminga out there with Turner. And for Houston, Jayshawn Tate out there with Martin. And it's Green. Then it's Johnson. And it's Garuba in at the 5 spot. And it's the Warriors to start out. Early on here, Greg, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game. And I know
5 to shoot.
That's how we starting it off. Steph Curry versus the Cobra.
Curry against Johnson.
In our somewhat alternate jerseys.
Passes to Green.
It's the old schools.
Kicks it out to Johnson. From deep. Bangs home the
Steph Curry vibes. Let's go.
Got 6 points. And here we can check out the story for James Wiseman.
in the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now, here's Kuminga, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans. Here's Curry. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot.
Well, Steph Curry, one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA, but also
a
very gifted passer, great at finding his teammates.
Now, here's Porter.
Back getting to our shit. Jalen Green had an okay game. Kevin Porter had an okay game. I would definitely say a little bit more than okay. 6 for 12 for 17 is not bad at all. Man shot 50%, got over 15 points. Doing great. It's getting kind of close, a little hectic. They're not subbing Steph Curry out, and he's just striking them hoes. Should have got that off.
And the old core of this team out there, Curry and Clay as guards with Draymond at 4. Miles Turner out there with Kuminga.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And the basket by Curry.
Oh boy.
A catch and shoot
Comes the
opportunity
Steph Curry
for Steph.
show.
It's just effortless.
Johnson up top. Turner.
Ah, get out of here.
From three-point range. Curry's got the lead
And the
up to
Steph
8
Curry
now for the
show
Warriors.
ensues.
Well, that's one of the game's greatest three-point
Bro, I'm
shooters.
saying,
so
like,
don't
Steph
be
Curry's
shocked.
going nuts this game.
pass to
I
Martin.
don't see it.
Green
but-
up on top.
Oh, man.
From the top of the
Jalen
key,
Green
buries it.
keeping us in.
Green's got
Come
4
on,
this
man.
quarter.
Let's go.
He just takes advantage
Finally,
of
our
the
two
D
guards are
in
playing
a way that very few players playing today can do.
Like,
It's
who
Curry
knew?
outside, and another three. Johnson with it, picked up by Thompson. Outside for Martin.
We're
Pass
still
to Tate.
down by 9, though. So I got to keep us in the game. Bang.
And another three for Houston.
He's
Bang,
going to force them
bang.
to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
Johnson against Curry. Another three for Gold. Johnson down low. The kick out to Porter. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. Some great engagement defensively. What's happening that's good at that end of the floor?
I think they're just playing hard, rotating, playing for each other, and we've done a better job of avoiding fouls and just playing through.
Steve, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. They found a nice groove in the second quarter, running out to an 8-point lead. Hey, big fella, what's your take on Golden State so far?
They've built this lead from the perimeter. We know they have shooters to do it. We know sometimes they play outside in. This is one of those games that's going on by the script. Best performance thus far.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
Shaq, was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies. Poor fundamentals.
A little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Thompson outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since
Man, starting off, you got to start off with a bang.
Really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys.
Really
He's gonna
didn't,
have to get somebody else to
but
step
you got
up.
to. Down by 10. It's not exactly the greatest situation right now. Down by 13 as soon as I get subbed back in.
Just 4 to shoot.
Even worse situation.
Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by
Trying to
Golden
come back
State.
from it. Doing a little triple threat.
This game is
Something.
finished. They'll be off to Portland, taking
Maybe
on the
get the
Trailblazers.
6-second rule or some shit. Who knows?
Passes it to
You
Curry.
see Steph Curry running around. I'm on him. Or I'm trying to be.
Fires for 3. Drills it from
And the
outside.
man just pushed off me.
Worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Now here's Curry. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Johnson against Thompson. To the left side wing. Here's Şengün. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Johnson on the money from 12 feet away. Johnson's got 30.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Pass to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Pass to Garuba. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Garuba's got 6.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Steph Curry and crew have been going crazy since the half. I mean, really since the second quarter, Steph Curry's been going crazy. But the whole team has been going crazy since the half started. There's Steph. Try not to foul him, man.
Good on the triple. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Rockets. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the
give me that.
Puts it back up and in.
That's what happens when you run to the rim and you crash.
He wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Shout out to Gerald Wallace, a.k.a. Crash.
Thompson outside. Back to Curry. And the call.
Yeah, just get me out. Get me out of here, man. It's done.
And so he's picked up his
cooked.
final foul. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And so he's picked up his final foul. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. If they weren't able to set their defense, we didn't turn the ball over, we were able to set ours. Those are the two things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you later.
Steph Curry had 51 points, bro. My man had 51. He dropped a 50 burger on me. And as you can tell, yeah, he went to the rim, but, man, it was mostly that. A lot of that. Whole lot of that. Man, let me tell you, this man went ballistic. 2 people. This is crazy. You couldn't stop that man for nothing. 51 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 turnovers. Jesus. Klay Thompson at 25, feeling real nostalgic there. 32, 11, and 3 with 3 turnovers. Russell Westbrook is the second leading scorer. Wow.